WBC orders Adonis Stevenson versus Alexander Gvozdyk. Yo, what's good, man? This is MikeBiggzBoxing coming at you with some more content, man. First of all, hit that like and subscribe, and hit that bell icon to be notified when I drop this content, man. And I appreciate you all. WBC light heavyweight champion Adonis Superman Stevenson has been ordered by the WBO to defend against his number one contender, Alexander Gvozdyk. Stevenson, 40, had been hoping to face Badou Jack in a rematch after fighting to a 12-round draw against him May 19th. The WBC isn't going to allow Stevenson to take the rematch right away, as they want him to make his first mandatory defense since his win over Tony Bellew 5 years ago in 2013. It's surprising that Stevenson hasn't been stripped of his title by the WBC for failing to defend the title for 4.5 years. It just shows how inept the WBC has been in monitoring what's going on with Stevenson, as they should have forced him to defend a long time ago. In contrast, the WBC has been all over former WBC bantamweight champion Louis Neri and suspending him for coming in overweight for his rematch against Shinsuke Yamanaka on February 28th. The WBC acted quickly on Neri's situation and yet let Stevenson go 4.5 years since his last defense of his title. It's unbelievable, folks. Gvozdyk is the interim WBC 175-pound champion. A purse bid is scheduled for next month for the Stevenson-Gvozdyk fight on July 2nd. We'd like the fight to happen sooner rather than later, top-ranked President Carl Moretti said to ESPN.com. Whatever happens at the purse bid, if we don't make a deal, we'll dictate and where the fight happens. The WBC might need to push the issue in case Stevenson chooses to drag his feet in making the defense against Gvozdyk. If history is any guide, Stevenson will look to offer Gvozdyk a step-aside fee so he can delay his mandatory. Again, Stevenson has defended his WBC title 9 times since winning the belt in 2013 after stopping Chad Dawson in the first round. A rematch between Stevenson and Jack will take place eventually. There's too much interest in that fight from the boxing public. Even if Stevenson loses to Gvozdyk, the fans are still going to want to see Adonis face Jack again. Gvozdyk is unlikely to beat Stevenson, though, because Gvozdyk's punch resistance isn't what it needs to be for him to win that fight. The southpaw Stevenson hits too damn hard, and he's going to be all over Gvozdyk when that fight takes place. Gvozdyk didn't look so great recently in beating Mehdi Amar last March. Amar hurt Gvozdyk in the 11th round with a big right to the head. If Amar had fought aggressively in the earlier rounds, he might have knocked Gvozdyk out. So there you have it, folks. It really doesn't matter what goes on, because WBC is only acting on Neri because the JBC handed him a lifetime suspension from fighting in Japan for coming in overweight after already testing positive in their last fight. Are you really suggesting that WBC shouldn't have done something when he broke the rules twice in a row? They already let him hog the belt the first time in a fight which should have been no contest the moment he tested positive for Mexican meat. There's that Mexican meat again, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, Adonis, he's equally disgusted in how he's hogged the belt without facing his mandatory, I bet, being right. But it's the worthless WBC who kept Alia Alvarez as their Mando, despite passing on the TS Dudu their shared promoter. This just screws over anyone who below them in the rankings, especially the good foreign fighters not signed with the major promoter who can actually have a shot at the title. WBC should amend their rules so that once Amando foregoes their TS and for 12 months, they lose their shot. Why should they be hogging it for all the decade, for half a decade? It's BS, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, he should have been stripped. He should have been stripped of the WBC or made to fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because now the WBC going to crack down because we're talking about it, I guess. The fans, the commentators, the content we putting out, we talking about it. So I guess they're going to mandate him or make him fight, Gvozdyk because, he has to. He's been holding his belt for 4.5 years. There's no reason why he should have been holding his belt for 4.5 years without defending it, to a mandatory defender, and not picking his own fight. So, in my opinion, man, they do step up their game. If Adonis Stevenson gonna, pass up on this mandatory, then, pay the money and then fight. Maybe you can keep the belt or not. But still, you need to fight your mandatories, bro. Spence did. A lot of people fight their mandatories. Come on, man. Do what you gotta do, Stevenson. You Superman, right? You 40, but you still look kind of, you still look good in the ring. Come on, let's get it on, man. Anyway, man, that's my time, bro. Yo, shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to all new media. Shout out to everybody I know. Marlo's Corner tonight, y'all. Don't forget about it. This is MikeBiggzBoxing coming at you with another video, man, with that ill content, man. For real, man. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to be notified when I drop this content. Peace.
Hey, yo.